Hello, I am currently in my bedroom in my parents' house, and I'm sorting stuff out because they're gonna redecorate my room. And so I'm looking through all my old books, and I found an amazing story I wrote when I was a don't know how old I was actually. Let me um I would have been 10. Okay, it's a story I wrote when I was 10. It's called The Ghost of the Buckfast Pearl. The Buckfast Abbey pearl is an evil ball from a sea serpent's tail. It is stored in the tallest tower of the main building of Buckfast Abbey, and monsters from all round the world have been failing to get it because of its great beauty. None of them know its great power of evil spells. On the last day of autumn and the first day of winter, a boat was sailing to a little beach near Dartmoor, after the sailor, who was called Nanny Baloo. That doesn't make sense. She was walking past the abbey when she saw a gardener watering flowers. He was a monk, and then he looked at Nanny Baloo, and then his eyes opened wider and he stared at Nanny Baloo. Nanny Baloo ran and tripped, and she looked back and saw nothing. No monk was there. She heard a voice say, Sendakfa is coming. God, I was just like 10-year-old Tolkien. The next day, Nanny Baloo walked past Buckfast Abbey again to go and get a sword from her boat so she could trade it for gold when lots of monks crawled up, and one of the monks, which was wearing a big crest on his head, was singing Latin chants, and then he stopped and said that we are gathered here today because the monk Sendakfa has died for unknown reasons. I'm very confused. We give you the pearl to guard in the heaven and let you get the person who tries to get it. Nanny Baloo did not hear the last bit, and she thought to herself that she would go that night and get the pearl so she could trade it for a lot of money, so she ran to the inn she was staying at. This is a journey. That night Nanny Baloo went to the abbey to steal the pearl, but she heard a strange voice singing a song. It was a woman's voice, and the song went like this: Seni Tine Up Wundeo Sendakva is a pearl guard. I was dropping my teacher right at the deep end of this saga. Nanny Baloo was scared, but she was still walking to the grave where the corpse of the monk was. She stopped to the brown patch. She started to dig away at the grave. 10-year-old, I'm writing grave digging. Soon she came to the dead body, and the pearl was around his neck on a little bit of delicate string. As she snapped the string off the neck of the monk, his eyes opened and a black shadow ghost came out. It had a long black robe and glowing blue eyes. Nanny Baloo screamed in terror as the big ghost flew up into the air. Don't worry, there's not much more. Nanny Baloo. Oh, I've repeated myself. Nanny Baloo ran, but she was a slow runner, and she ran. As she ran, she panted. Soon she came to a tor, and she rest. Nanny Baloo was thinking that she had lost Sendakfa when a roar was heard, and Nanny Baloo looked behind her and saw an army of skeletons and huge bats the size of horses and dragons fly into the dark moonlight sky. But there in the middle, riding a skeleton dragon, was Sendakfa. Nanny Baloo walked back and fell. As she fell, her long pink skirt ripped and caught on a rock, and she dropped the pearl as it flew into the sea. She looked up. She saw him, and no one knows what happened next, but Sendakfa still is at his grave, seeing if anyone has his pearl. Later, a fishing boat found a dead fish with a glowing pearl stuck in its gills. The end. Superb. 2 stars from my teacher. Wow. Well, that's been a journey. I'll try and find some more of my old stories and read them out to you.